What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is a leg workout with dumbbells.
You'll want to have a few different weights available to you so that you can switch up your resistance depending on the movement.
This strength training workout will require a bench, box, or a chair for one of the exercises.
If you're ready to go, let's burn out those legs. All right, let's get started with our warm-up. Our first one is going to be a bird dog, so we need to move to the floor. We're going to be on all fours in a quadruped position. We're going to take our right hand, bring it to our left knee, and then extend both our right arm and left leg out straight. Return back to the floor. Opposite side, left arm, right leg, and alternate between the two sides. Every time you're squeezing your glute up at the top as well as your upper back muscles. Trying to stay nice and straight, your core, shoulders, arm, hand, all down to your leg.
Just envision trying to balance a glass on your back. You're going to stay nice and steady and square the whole time.
And get a nice contraction up at the top of both your glutes as well as your upper back muscle. And another little tip, when you're driving that leg back, to drive the heel back like you're trying to kick a hole in the wall behind you. That'll ensure that you're engaging the correct muscles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we can hang out in this same position for our next one. We are going to perform an adductor rollback. So now I want you to bring your right straight leg out to your side. Depending on your mobility and flexibility level will depend on how far you can kick that leg out. Now we're going to roll back, trying to sit back onto our heel, keeping our right leg straight, and then bring your hips forward. Feel those hips stretch. And roll back. So we're alternating between the two, the full range of motion. Keep that right straight leg.
Oh my
Breathe
goodness.
throughout. And this one can get, if you got tight hips, you're gonna feel this one. Or if you're like us, when you just recently hit a tough workout, you might feel it as well. All right, excellent. Let's go one more each way. Excellent. And all right, so bring that right leg back to center, and now left leg out to the side. Get that left leg straight, and now sit back. This one's gonna stretch out both your adductor as well as abductors, your hips, hip flexors, even a little shoulders as you're coming back, and then your quadriceps. A lot of different muscles engaging in this one move. We try to choose exercises and warm-up moves that you get the most bang for your buck, so to speak. Nice and controlled. Again, this is just the warm-up. We're doing just that, increasing our heart rate a little bit, warming up our muscles, as well as getting a little added mobility work in at the same time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna start the next one up at our feet. Go ahead and stand up. we're going to perform a squat plus a T rotation. So our feet are going to be a little wider than shoulder width to start. I want you to hinge at your hips and reach down. If you can reach your toes, reach your toes. If not, your ankles or even your knees will do. Just reach down as far as you can. Now we are going to transition into a squat. So sit back, bring your chest and shoulders up, sitting down as far as you can. And now with our right arm, we're going to twist and look up at that straight arm. Return back to square. And I'm going to bring my hips up, keeping my hands either on my feet, ankles, or knees, wherever as far down as you can reach. And then back down. This time we'll bring that left straight arm up, rotate, back down. So multi-part movement here. Hips up and back down. Right arm. Moving through this one at a pace that you feel comfortable with. This one is, again, really warming up that complete lower body as well as your thoracic spine. Sitting down as deep as you can get, really working on getting full mobility in that squat. This one's hitting calves, hamstrings, glutes, quadriceps, lower back, upper back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right.
Whew. Okay, I'm done.
All right,
Good
well,
workout.
that's good. We'll see you next time, guys. No, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, it's time to get this workout started. So today, we're going to use some supersets going back and forth between different complementary exercises. And for our first exercise of the day, we're going to perform a Bulgarian split squat. So we're going to need that box, bench, or chair, whichever one you grab before the workout. And ideally, it's going to be at a height that's between your shin and your knee. I'm going to use dumbbells for my variation.
And I'm going to use just my body weight.
You decide based on your fitness level which one is the most appropriate for you. So to get set up, we're going to put our back leg, our back foot on the box in the center. If everyone's a little different. Some people prefer to have that ball of the foot up. Some people prefer to have it on the front of your foot. Doesn't really matter, whichever one feels the most comfortable. Keeping good posture, we're going to lower our body down until that lead leg gets to about a 90-degree angle, and then back up. We're controlling our pace and our body throughout the whole movement. We're going to perform 8 on each leg. Ready? And begin. Again, control the way down, control the way up. If your first time doing this one, no dumbbells needed, just body weight.
That will definitely do the trick. And if you need to, you can make sure you have a wider base, just so you can, of course, help with balance here.
This one's hitting our hamstrings, glutes, and quadriceps in a unilateral exercise, meaning one side's working independently of the other. Breathe in on the way down.
And number 8 coming up right here.
Out on the way up. Very good. Let's go ahead and switch sides.
Ooh.
Same movement. Get yourself right. Get your balance. Switching legs. Ready. And begin. Now your back leg is going to perform some work on this one. So it's not like it's just hanging out. But usually we like to aim for about a 70-30, maybe 60-40 front leg dominant on this movement. Making sure we're keeping those shoulders back, core is tight and engaged. And if you're having trouble staying balanced, find something, a focal point on the wall that you can keep your eyes on.
Here's number 7. You have one more.
Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up.
Man.
Very good. Those are effective. All right, for our next one, we are going to need 2 dumbbells, and we're going to perform a dumbbell calf raise.
And I am going to be using dumbbells for this exercise.
So to mix it up, really it's just about how much resistance you're using on this.
Correct.
So this is going to work your grip as well. We're going to perform this one for 15 repetitions. Shoulders are back, good posture. We're going to drive the balls of our feet into the floor while we raise our heels up and then control the way down for 15 reps. Ready, and begin.
Control up, control down. So don't just let yourself flop back down to the ground.
Yep. Again, that lowering phase, or also known as an eccentric phase, is definitely the part we have to focus on the most, because we just really want to like have that temptation to fall back down, but control yourself on the way down.
And if you need to, then just drop your dumbbells. If you feel like your body is wanting to just fall.
Yeah, and you can't control it.
Correct.
Exactly. And if even body weight is too tough, feel free to grab a chair or some other type of implement that can help you support your body.
Here's number 12, 3 more.
Control both ends, you got it. Don't hold your breath either. I know it's a simple exercise, but get in the habit of breathing.
1 more.
All right, excellent.
Nice job.
Okay, so, if you haven't figured this out yet, that dumbbell calf raise is basically our active break before we go back to our second set of our Bulgarian split squats. So I'm gonna grab my dumbbells yet again for this one.
And I'm gonna drop my dumbbells yet again for this one. So decide where you are after that first set.
And if you need to change your weight, feel free to do so, or increase, decrease. So again, let's go ahead and start with, actually, I started the other side, didn't I? I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and kick
Right
that
leg
right
back.
leg back on the box. Here we go. Get our balance right. And lower your body until that front knee is at about a 90-degree angle.
Inhale down and exhale as you come back up.
And we want our weight evenly balanced, what they say, through your midfoot on that front foot. So you shouldn't be up on your toes, falling forward. Shouldn't be rocking back onto your heels. But driving through that midfoot, staying well balanced.
3 more to go.
This is one of the toughest, but also most effective lower body exercises. So you're not imagining it.
Last one.
And 8, very good.
Ooh.
Okay, same move, opposite side now. Big deep breath. Oops, left leg back now. Get our balance. And begin. Again, controlling that lowering phase. Be a lot easier just to fly down, but we're resisting that temptation.
That's about the time your back leg really starts feeling the burn.
Yeah, yep. Same here, same here. That's all right. That's how we know it's working, HASfit Tribe.
4 more.
We're focusing on that time under tension today. It's the key to strength training.
Last one coming up right here.
You got it. Oh, very good. All right, so if you need to switch up your dumbbells for the next one, feel free to do so. We are doing our second set and last set of our dumbbell calf raise. Let's go and grab some dumbbells, Claudia.
Just catching my breath.
I know.
Okay.
All right, so again, feet shoulder width apart, dumbbells at our sides, good posture, and begin all the way up, and then control the lowering phase. Our calves are just about the only lower body muscle group that aren't being worked in that Bulgarian split squat, which made them the perfect complementary muscle group to pair with it. Control both ends. Very good. Take your time on these. I know it's so tempting to just speed through them. This is not only going to increase the strength and lean muscle in your calves, but also your stability as well as your ankle joint health.
3 more to go.
And almost there. Last one. Boom, there's 15. You made it. All right, we are going to attack our posterior chain with this next superset. That is our hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Getting started with a dumbbell kickstand Romanian deadlift, also known as an RDL.
Did you get that?
Did you get it? There will be a test later. We need 2 dumbbells for this one. And again, you're weight that you choose is really going to be indicative of your strength levels. Recommend you start light on this one. If it's your first time, you can always increase the weight. 2 dumbbells. Let's take our right foot and we're going to bring it back until it's just behind our left foot. This is a kickstand stance with a bend in that right knee. Now we are going to drive our hips back, hinging at our hips, slight bend in that lead leg. Back is straight until our dumbbells get to about shin distance, shin depth, and then bring our hips straight forward. So we're going to do this one for 8 repetitions on each side. Ready and begin. Inhale as we drive those hips backward, slight bend in that lead leg, and then stand up, squeeze our glutes at the top. We want our back nice and straight on this one, no rounding. Head stays in line with the spine.
And of course, depending on your mobility, when you feel that stretch in the back of your hamstring, you may not be able to go down quite to shin depth. You might be just at your knee, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's a great point, Claudia. Go down as far up until mid-shin, as far down as you can get while maintaining that straight back. If your back starts to round when you get to your knee, well, that's the end of the road for you.
That's right. Don't push it any further than feels comfortable. That's number 7. You have 1 more to go.
Again, inhale on the way down, hips back. Exhale on the way up, squeeze that glute. All right, holding on to those dumbbells. You're gonna notice we're getting a grip workout today too. Bring that left foot back until it's just behind your right. And begin, slight bend in that right leg. Hips drive back. Back is straight. You're feeling that stretch in your hamstring, glute. You maybe even hit a little calf as well.
Yeah, actually, I think I felt it down to my foot.
All the way down, all right.
But again, you will feel that you can move a little further down in your depth as you move along through your sets and your reps.
I want you to keep your core braced. That means your core stays tight. Shouldn't have your abs be loose on this one. Keep them tight as you lower.
2 more repetitions.
Here's number 7. Last one right here. Driving those hips back nice and tight. And there's 8. All right, no dumbbells needed for this next one. We're gonna move to the floor and we're gonna perform a 1 cross-legged hip up. So let's come on down, sitting down onto our back sides. And then we're gonna lie down on our backs. I'm gonna take my right leg, specifically with my right ankle, and bring it up on top of my left knee. Now I'm going to look straight ahead as I drive off this left heel, bringing my glutes up, try to keep them square to the floor, and then control on the way back down. If you don't quite have the mobility to get this leg up, you can always perform the same move, but with your leg off to the side. All right, we're doing this one for 10 repetitions on both sides. Ready and begin. Control the way up and the way down. You're probably gonna get tired of hearing me say that today, and I'm okay with that.
Just a nice, gentle reminder.
Yeah. Again, driving that heel off the floor, or into the floor rather. Making sure that your heel and foot are close enough to you where you're engaging your hamstrings and glutes, and all of a sudden your quads are not taking over.
It's number 6. 4 more to go, and remembering to keep those hips square to the ground.
Excellent. Squeeze those glutes up at the top. Every time, give them a nice 1/1000 contraction.
Last one right here.
Good. All right. So switching up, right flat foot goes on the floor, left leg comes up. We don't really need to break in between, so we're going right into it. Now, right heel driving into the floor, squeezing those glutes at the top. Doing your best to get full range of motion so you're coming all the way up. And so you have a nice straight line from your knee to your back. And if you're hyper mobile, make sure that you're not extending past that point.
Exhale. That's number 7.
That's it. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you drive up. Trying our best to always inhale on the eccentric or lowering phase and exhale on the concentric pushing phase.
Here's your last one.
Excellent work. All right,
Nice
that's the
job.
last one. We're going to go through this superset one more time, which means we need to grab our dumbbells for our dumbbell kickstand Romanian deadlift, or RDL for short. And you can see how these two exercises are together really working our posterior chain.
Which is so good, I think, for your back health. Well, not I think, but it is good for your back health.
It is for your back health. And just, it's a functional, it's just so functional. We, constantly picking up stuff all day long, right? All right, so let's go ahead and start by bringing our right foot back until it's just behind our left. Slight bend in both knees. Driving those hips back for 8 repetitions. Ready? Begin. Feel that stretch in the glutes. Stand straight up and squeeze them. Good. And again, adjusting your weight as you need to. The repetitions 6, 7, and 8 should be challenging, and if they're not, then you're not using enough weight. Don't be afraid to up that weight, folks. Way too many people, and I'm going to call some of y'all out, especially some of y'all females, sometimes get scared to use real weights, but you are strong. Women are strong. Give yourself credit.
Absolutely. And if you think about it, you carry a lot of weight around when you're carrying around kids, groceries, strollers. It's more than 10 pounds, trust me.
Your husbands. It's a lot of dead weight right there.
Stop. No, 2 more to go. Hopefully not.
Drive those hips back. Hopefully that got a laugh or two out of somebody out there. Out of the million views, hopefully one of y'all laughed.
Okay, last one right here.
All right, switching it up. Other side now. Again, left foot just behind the right one. Slight bend in both knees and begin. And every repetition, it's like we're taking our hips and we're trying to drive them to the wall behind us. So really pushing those glutes back. And as you do it, you'll, 1, find it's much easier to keep your back straight. And 2, you'll start to really feel that stretch in the back of your leg, which lets you know that you are engaging the correct muscle groups. And don't be scared if you start to feel your lower back work on this as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I mean, you wouldn't be scared if we were doing ab work and your abs were getting sore. So don't be scared if you start to feel your lower back work.
Last one right here, number 8.
We are strengthening it. Excellent. All right, dumbbells down. Moving back to the floor to our 1 cross leg hip up. Sitting down and then lying down. Left foot is flat on the floor. Right foot comes up. Looking straight ahead. Driving off that left foot and begin. Squeezing up at the top for 10 repetitions on both sides. And if you start to feel this more in your quads than you do your hamstrings or glutes, make sure you scoot that foot closer to your glutes. Coming all the way up. Don't give little half repetitions, which becomes a temptation as we get tired.
Keep focusing on keeping those hips square as you come up.
That's it. It's hard for even me.
Make sure they're nice and leveled.
Definitely a mental exercise too, as you have multiple things you got to keep an eye on.
And your last one is right here.
Boom, there's 10. Okay, switching it up. Right flat foot is on the floor. Left leg comes up. And ready, begin. Full range of motion. And if this becomes too easy for you, you can always grab a dumbbell or a weight to place it on your hips. Make it a little harder if you've been doing this one for a while, repeating this routine, and you want to increase the intensity. You can also limit how much time you spend on your hips spend on the floor in between repetitions. So if you don't fully relax in between reps.
Or you can even increase the repetitions.
Or increase the repetition. So just some few tools you can use Again, controlling the way down, especially here at the end.
You have one more after this.
Last one. Come on, HASfit Tribe. You got this. And rest. Nice work. In our training, it's so important that we train on different planes of movement, which is why we have a lateral movement for you next. We are going to do a side lunge. I'm going to do mine with one dumbbell.
And I'm going to do mine with just my body weight.
So again, you decide which is most appropriate for you. I'm going to start with a dumbbell in my right hand, and we are both going to step to our left side. A big step to our left side, dropping my hips back, right leg stays straight, and return back to center. We're going to do this one for 8 repetitions on each side. Good posture. Here we go. Ready and begin. Big step, drop back, right foot stays flat, and return.
And for this one, with no body weight, with no dumbbells, I'm really looking for leaning back and just stepping through mid-foot, like we've been saying. So making sure we're not coming up on our toes, but really focusing on mid-foot and heel.
Yeah, and we accomplish that by driving those hips backwards and sitting back. Breathing in on the way down and exhaling as we come up.
2 more.
Again, another really total lower body move here, working everything from your hamstrings,
And
quadriceps,
switch.
glutes, adductors, abductors. Okay, same move. Now we're going to step to our right side. So I'm going to switch my dumbbell to my left side. 8 repetitions and begin. Big step, dropping straight down, back up. Again, depending on your fitness level, your mobility level, you may be taking bigger steps than us or smaller steps than us.
That's right. You may just be right here, and that's okay.
That's it. And over time, your mobility and strength will improve.
3 more to go.
Again, we're inhaling and then exhaling. So breathing in and breathing out.
Last one right here.
And there's 8.
Nice job.
Okay, no dumbbell or implement needed for the next one, just our own body weight.
Ooh,
But it's
it's a doozy.
It's an effective one.
Super effective.
Let's move to the floor. We're going to do a side plank clamshell. So we're going to get into a side plank position. So I'm going to be on my left forearm on my left side.
Yep.
My feet come together. My knees are at a 90-degree angle. Right hand's on my right hip. All right, so now I'm going to drive off my left foot, bring my hips up and open my hips at the same time, and then control that lowering phase. We're going to do this one for 10 repetitions on both sides. Ready and begin.
Exhale as you come up on that left leg.
And ideally, we're coming up until we have a nice straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your knee. Working both glutes just in different ways. Get that bottom leg that's supporting you and bring your body off the floor. And then we have that upper leg that's working to open up the hips.
This is number 8 right here. Let's try to keep our hips nice and square as well.
Yeah, not rotating. Great tip.
Last one.
And there's 10.
Oh my goodness.
All right, switching sides now. Same move, just now we're getting set up on that right forearm, on our right knee. Again, both knees, 90-degree angle. Hands on my left hip. And begin. Right hip comes up off the floor. Open them up. And return. And as you've probably guessed by now, we are controlling that way down. Yes, again, it'd be so much easier to just flop down. But instead, we're going to control it because we're not out for easy. We're here for results. We want this to work. We want to see the fruits of our labor.
2 more.
You keep showing up, putting in the work, and you will reap the benefits.
Number 10. Nice job.
All right. We're going to move back to that side lunge. So if you're using a dumbbell for it, go ahead and grab it now. Or maybe you use the dumbbell the first time, you want to do body weight this time. Maybe you did body weight the first time,
Yep.
you want to use the dumbbell. Make it work for you and adjust accordingly. Good posture here. My dumbbell's in my right hand. I take a big step to my left side. Ready, and begin.
And if you feel as though you haven't quite gotten the hang of the movement, I'm going to definitely recommend that you just do body weight, just so you can get the feel for how the exercise should feel.
Definitely. Come back, repeat it, get a little bit better every single time. Get better at the movements, increase your mobility, gain strength, increase your resistance used.
Number 7. It goes by so quickly, doesn't it, sometimes? And 8.
Excellent. Okay,
Nice
same
job.
move, opposite side now. Switching which hand my dumbbell's in. Big deep breath. And let's do it. Doing it together, tribe. No video magic here. We're rep by rep right there with you.
Losing our balance and running out of breath.
That's right. We're not perfect either. None of us are. We're just showing up every day, putting in the work, and having faith that those results are going to come.
Last one.
Sitting back. Boom. Excellent. Okay, no more of those.
No more.
But we do need to move the floor for our side plank clamshells. And like we said, they're a doozy. They are effective. We can feel them working. On that left forearm, knees 90-degree angle, hand on my hip. Left hip comes off the floor. Ready, and begin. Open them up for 10 repetitions. Squeeze those glutes at the top. We're feeling it here. And if you're an absolute all-star and you want some extra resistance, you could use a loop band around your knees.
Ooh, no thank you.
To really give you a little extra credit. Not necessary though. Just try to give you as many options as possible.
I mean, no for me, but it might be great for you. The last one right here. Number 10.
Claudia's declining that option.
Yeah.
Go ahead and turn to the side. All right, on that right forearm now, same move. Ready, and begin. Up, squeeze, and back down. You got it. Opening those legs up. Focusing on our breathing, inhaling on the way down, exhaling as you drive up. You got it. Getting some good glute work in today too.
Yes. So good for back health. Working on your glutes and legs.
Yeah, and you know, who doesn't want nice glutes too from a vanity perspective, right? We're allowed to want to look nice too. Nothing wrong with that.
Here's number 8.
Almost there. Finish strong. Come on.
Finish strong. And 10.
Oh, nice job. All right, how are your legs feeling? You feeling good? A little energy left in them?
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to finish them off right here with a 3-position iso squat.
3 position.
3 positions.
All right.
That's what he said. Feet shoulder width apart. We're going to start all the way down as deep as we can go. We're going to hold it for 15 seconds. We're going to come up to a half squat position, hold it for 15 seconds, up to a quarter squat position, hold it for 15 seconds. That is 45 seconds in total. All right, so let's start. Feet shoulder width apart. You're going to sit back as far as you can and as deep as you can. And begin while keeping good posture. That's it. You're just going to sit here for 15 seconds. Keep those shoulders back. Don't bend over. Keep your feet flat. Breathe.
And 3, 2,
Now
1.
we're going to move up to a half squat position.
Oh,
so
goodness.
just about parallel, thighs parallel to the floor on this one. And hold them for 15 seconds. Don't allow those knees to come in. Make sure to breathe. That's it.
And 3, 2, 1.
Now we're going to come up to a quarter squat position. Don't stand up. This is probably the most brutal of the batch. It's going to annihilate those quadriceps. Hold. Go to your happy place. Find it.
Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. And up.
And stand up.
Oh my gosh. The
Burns so good.
The stand up is the worst part.
Now we're going to move to the floor in a prone position. We're alternating this with a prone Superman raise. So it means we're going to lie down on our front sides. Arms are out in front of us with our thumbs up. We are going to bring our arms and our legs up while squeezing our glutes for 15 repetitions. Like so. Ready and begin. Every time you're squeezing your glutes at the top, try not to let your lower back take over. Your lower back's gonna work, and that's okay, it's good, but make sure you're squeezing those glutes.
And breathing.
And not holding your breath. Excellent, almost there.
That's number 10, 5 more.
Come on now. Finishing off those glutes with this one.
2 more. And last one.
All right.
Goodness.
Back on our feet. We're going to keep the pace up. We're going back into that 3 position iso squat.
No break.
Now you know what
Here
to
we go.
expect. All the way down. Ready and begin. Get deep. Sit back. Working on that lower body mobility today too, if you didn't notice. Keep your feet flat. Don't fall back on your heels. Don't come forward on your toes. Good posture here.
In 3, 2, 1. Mid.
Up. Not too high. Don't come too high up. Just until your thighs are about parallel to the floor.
And your quads are screaming. That's the perfect spot to be in.
Yeah, where it's all screaming, really. That's all right. We're fighting through it. We're mentally tough here.
And 3, 2, 1.
That's it. To quarter squat position and hold.
Here we go.
We're not just gaining physical strength today. We're gaining mental toughness as well. Come on. Getting closer to that goal with every second. What is it? What brought you here today, HASfit Tribe?
In 3, 2, 1, and up.
Ah, feels so good.
Woo.
Let's move to the floor. In that prone position here. Again, 15 prone Superman raises. Ready and begin. Squeeze those glutes every time. Resting your upper body and your lower body in between every rep. Breathing. No holding your breath here. So close.
And that's number 8.
Pushing to the end. Give those glutes a good squeeze every time.
3 more. Last one coming up right here. You can do it.
And 15. You made it. And you are done.
Nice work.
You earned your high five today out there, HASfit Tribe.
That's right.
Let's move into our cool down. And the purpose of our cool down is to allow our heart rates to come down slowly, and we get a little extra flexibility working at the same time. We're going to start with a side lying quadricep stretch. So lying on our left side with both of our legs out straight. Now I'm going to reach and grab my right foot. If you can't reach that, you can grab your right ankle. If you can't grab either, use a towel or a band, something to help you.
Or do the best that you can here.
And this is a static stretch, so we're just going to hold. Keeping that right knee close into your side. And all these static stretches, we're getting to about 85, 90% of what you're capable of. You want to feel a good stretch, but you shouldn't feel meaningful pain. Control that breathing for 3, 2, 1, 0. Relax. All right, same move. Opposite side now. And you don't have to do the whole big flip around like we do. It's just, we want to make sure that you can see us here. So right arm out, grabbing that left leg, keeping that knee in the best you can to your side, and holding. Quads got a lot of work in today, so we're going to show them a little love. Also great for our knee joint as well, just to help improve mobility. And one side may be tighter than the other. Don't be alarmed.
Totally normal.
Totally normal.
It's probably one of the most asked questions, I think,
Yeah.
on YouTube comments is, Is it normal for one side to hurt more than the other?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
For 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Come on up. And next we're going to do a 90-90 hip stretch. Working on those hips now, showing them some love. Let's start by bringing our feet almost together, not quite, but on our heels in this really lovely, awkward position. And now we are going to rotate to our right side, keeping both knees at a 90-degree angle. And if you immediately start to lock up and cramp up, go ahead and lean back. If you feel good here, you can stay here if this is a good stretch with both knees down. If you want additional stretch, then go ahead and lean forward into that lead leg.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the hips got a lot of work in today. Both the hips as well as the glutes. One, the other, or both of them could be really tight at this point in time. And this is actually another great stretch if you have lower back pain. A lot of times the pain is actually coming from your hip tightness.
I was going to say, this feels like something that would stretch out your sciatic nerve.
Yeah, definitely. All right, now go ahead and come up and back to neutral position, right where we started. And then let's head to the opposite side now. Again, 90 degree. If you need relief, lean back. You need extra stretch, lean in.
And again, one side you might be able to lean in a little further, and you might have to lean back. Totally normal. Like on my left side, I really can't. I'm not as flexible as I am on the right side.
You know, that can be from a multitude of reasons, from recent workouts to lifestyle factors. Our hips get really tight just from sitting, just, you know, how much sitting we do, whether in our leisure or at our jobs. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, come on up. All right, well, we're gonna finish with a reach stretch. So I want you to put your feet together. Just a good old-fashioned reach here. We're gonna reach as far as you can. If you can reach to your toes, great. If it's your knees, your shins, that's great too. Go ahead and bring your chin down into your chest. And again, just a static stretch here, so we're holding. Nothing fancy here. Feeling that stretch all the way from the back of your calves, down your hamstrings, glutes, back. Complete posterior chain stretch.
Oh yeah.
Hold and breathe. Kind of sink in a little bit deeper the longer you hold it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come on up. All right, now we're going to get into a straddle position or a V-sit position, opening your legs up to the point where you feel comfortable, but feel a good stretch. And we're just going to reach again. Trying your best to keep your knees down on this one. Ready, and crawl out with your fingers. Reach and hold.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I was much more flexible on this one when I was 12 years old.
Absolutely not. I've never been good at this.
No?
This just brings back memories of those horrible physical fitness tests.
Well, I was the V-sit reach champion of my 3rd grade elementary, so...
Nobody here is surprised by that revelation, so...
I'll make the trophy available for all who want to see it later on my Instagram. Holding here.
You would.
For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. You made it. Be proud of yourselves for this one today, HASfit Tribe.
Yes.
You did not skip leg day.
Never skip leg day.
No, and you did not today. And did you know that you can get even faster results by following a complete exercise routine?
Those programs can be found on the HASfit app, which can be downloaded to your Android or Apple device, as well as HASfit.com.
If you'd like to support us, you can also stop by our store, pick up some HASfit gear like a fresh HASfit shirt or our diet guide, Eating for Life.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media network.
Until next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.